That's really weird. Huh. Can you guys see me right now? I don't even know what's going on right now. The live like abruptly ended, and I don't know why that happened. I'm gonna have to send out a new link. Okay. Hey Gary, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened there, dude. What happened? Because I just had an unstable connection on my computer with the Wi-Fi, and then the next thing I knew, we lost everyone on that live stream, and so like it said that the stream ended, and so I'm not sure what just happened right there. So that was weird. Um, I've never had that happen before. That is weird. Don't know what else to say about it. I mean, the program's running. Hey, Melissa, sorry about that. I'm not sure what just happened. So it seems to me that my internet connection was unstable. And yeah, I don't know what just happened. So I think my internet connection was unstable and it just cut the live stream, ended it. Because I'm getting text right now saying, hey, what happened to the live stream? Um, let me just make sure that just text them that there's a new live stream because I don't know what just happened. But yeah, basically what just happened was my internet had a weak connection and it just ended the live stream. So the program that I use is Streamlabs OBS, and it uses a lot of storming where you are. It might be. It's not supposed to be though. That was just really weird. I've never had that happen before. Let's see. No, it's supposed to be clear right now. And it looks fine out the window. Weird. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know what just happened other than the fact that it literally just cut out. And the Wi-Fi just cut out. Everything on my end paused. So apologies. Glad we're back. Um, pretty sure we paid the service bill, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not in charge of that. Anyway, okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do another one of these. What is it? Oppressive aura? So we're getting some more items here. We get some more loot. That was weird. Anyway, we're gonna move on. We got some keys to open. Someone was asking me the other day what happens with transferring servers. I do have a couple videos on that, but I guess if you want the short story, you need to use all your keys before you change servers. And the reason for that is because keys don't transfer over. The game has a tough time with the engineers figuring out a way to make sure that all those keys are maintained. So you have to spend all of them. It's just for your own safety, honestly, and that's why they do it that way. So yeah, don't sweat it. Everything else should hold, like your VIP should hold. All your items, all your progress should be the same. So yeah. Hey, Papa C, nice to have you here. I'm bringing up Neb, Sebastian, and Jet. Who is the rest of the puzzle, Jay? So, Mr. Big, it sounds like you are looking to potentially create a Kira team based on what you're telling me, and you're using Nebula, Sebastian, and Jet. The other option is to use Yasmin. I'm kind of thinking that based on the teams you have a couple options here, Mr. Big. So you could go with Kira and Astaroth, but actually, the more that I think about it, that's not the best option. I'm kind of thinking you go with Aurora and Dante potentially. And if you don't like Dante, you could go with Aurora and Yasmin. But I think Aurora and Dante will be the two easiest heroes to get that are also very, very good with the rest of your team there. So I personally think that that would be a very good team for you to build there, Mr. Big, with Nebula, Sebastian, and Jet. So if you're using those three, I think you could go Aurora, which will give you more dodge to your entire team. And when you add in Dante, who's been reworked recently, I say recently, last 3 months, I don't know how recent that is anymore. Because when I first started saying that, it was like a month. But yeah, more and more less recent. But Dante has some really good dodge and some really good health. With Jet basically weakening opponents, Nebula giving you additional physical attack, Sebastian just being an all-around beast. That'll be a really strong team. The only hero that I would say you would want to consider in addition to that is Isaac, and that would depend on which team you're facing. So those are a couple ideas. But overall, I think you have a very solid start there, Mr. Big. I hope that helps you out. Let's see. Okay, so we need to open some Titan Artifact Spheres. That's why we collected the 5 from today. We got 10. We're going to open them. Nothing super crazy. That's okay. That's okay. I will also be opening some of these, what do you call them? Ancient Titan Artifact chests. We'll open probably like, I'm hoping to get closer to 50 instead of this 34. See if we can do anything about that. Spend some energy, open chests in the Outland. Soul Stones, that should be a little bit easier to do. Let's see if we can grab some of those. So we'll just claim all of these guys here. Grand Arena Shop as well. Yeah, those are going to be some solid heroes there, Mr. Big. So I think that'll be a pretty solid team. You'll be able to beat a lot of different players with that. And depending on if they use the right formula against you, you might be doing very, very well with that team. I've seen that team do very well generally. Could be good. Have news about start event B. Okay, so you're talking about Summerfest. I personally think it will start next week. Bold prediction. I think it will start next week. But I've heard, and let's look at the calendar again. So my guess is it will start next week. I think it'll start on the 17th. That is my guess. So my guess is it will hit on the 17th here. Because usually for me, the event starts Thursday night, then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and it'll be a 7-day event. So it'll end on the 23rd. But there is a off chance, that it starts on the 24th. I still think, based on last year and the timing, next week makes the most sense. So that's my hot take, my opinion. We'll see it next week. If not, someone said that they heard Daniel say that it will still happen in June. So unofficially confirmed that we heard from Daniel that it's possible we have the event this month. Because I know some people were saying we're going to have it later. It's not going to happen this soon. I think it's going to happen next week. I don't know if it's for sure, and I'll know sooner once we get closer to the event. And once we get closer to Thursday, I'll know probably by Wednesday more for sure. But yeah, so I'm thinking maybe the 17th. Oh, sorry, Raph. Sorry, Papa C. Yes, so I'm thinking maybe 17, maybe. Yep, so I'm thinking maybe 17. Also, I believe if you want, let's see, I think on YouTube there is an option. Let me see if this is actually true. So we've got our live stream up. I thought, oh, maybe you can't do it when I'm live. It used to be, let's look at another live stream. There's a 3-dot process, and you can open a transcript, and you can see what I'm saying, and you can kind of, I think you can change the language. Can we change the language? We used to be able to change the language. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that, but it's English auto-generated. But I'm pretty sure I can figure out a way to have it be more user-friendly to everyone who doesn't necessarily speak English. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. We'll see how that works out for us. But anyway, okay. Let's claim, I don't really need any of those. Let's claim a large skinstone chest. Let's go to special events, elemental synergy. We got a couple more soul stones, so we're good. We got some stuff there. Crystal depths, I don't know. We can definitely do some of that run. I just don't know if I want to do it on the live stream because it is a little bit of a slower process. We're at 45. See if we can get 50. There, we got some energy. 250 energy. Love to see that. Love to see that. Sebastian. Let's see, so 35, 40. Moving right along. Yeah, also, guys, I don't know if you've known this or you didn't. If you're a Kark user like me, something that you're going to want to consider when you're facing a, let's see, when you're facing a Twins team or Magic related team, let's see, I think Altair, what kind of team does Altair have? Altair has a couple Magic attackers like Celeste, but you can see here I used Mara as a pet, and Mara with Isaac is a very effective combo there. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that, but yeah, I will say. Yes, Papa C has some resources to use this event. I hear you. You might want to also consider saving them for that 17 date. So yeah. But anyway, okay, so some good stuff there. I really like this Isaac Mara combo. Seems to do very well at shutting down the opponent. And the reason for that is the extended silence. Just it doesn't allow Aurora to go off as often. It can be a big game changer. 2,000 energy without being able to raid. Oh no, Melissa. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Hopefully that worked itself out though, but that is a that is a lot of energy. You definitely needed one of those what is those raid tickets that they had? They had like a golden raid pass or ticket that you could literally get that raid option. Oh, that's tough. Do I still play mobile? Yes, yes I do. Hero Wars Daily Mobile. I do play mobile. It's just I don't post as many videos nowadays because some of the events are a little more straightforward. So sometimes I don't feel super comfortable posting those videos, but I do play. We beat the Hydra. We get up to level 4, so I think it's the 4th one. Let's double check. I have it open right now in my hands as we speak, the Castle Ruins. So we usually get really close to taking down the dreadful Hydra. We don't quite get to the legendary Hydra just yet. That's the last one. But we're working on it. We beat the first 3 we beat the first 3 every day. And I'm really focusing currently on the 3rd artifact of my Eden. So right now it's at level 97. You probably can't even see this. But I can try to show it to you. Let's see if that pops up. But yeah, so that's one of the newer things that Hero Wars has going on, right? So we got the Hydra. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, we got Eden going on over here, working on the artifacts. The weird thing is they're all based on gold, and that's how you power them up. So everyone on Facebook and the web should be a little upset about that. I am, at least, because if it was just gold, it's a lot easier. I do still play mobile though. To answer your question, yes. Currently, my main team is a Twins team. I use Astaroth, Lars, Krista, Dorian, and then I also use Kira currently because of the event, right? They want us to use undead heroes. So because of that, right, if you use one undead hero like Kira's an undead hero. Every time you win arena, that is one extra battle you've won with an undead hero. So we've been doing that with the Summer Nightmare event. Been doing the tower opens, right? Upgrading Phobos. I don't really like Phobos, so I don't really update him too much. But yeah, those are all things going on mobile right now. I know we're going to claim that 60 energy. But yeah, so we're still doing that. Let's see. 10 artifacts are expensive. I've blown 50 mil in gold already. I hear you. I mean, it's really easy to do. I think the best artifact investment currently in terms of gold and stuff, based on what I've been testing, is using the gold on that 3rd artifact of all of your super titans. So Araji and Eden, my top choice is Eden currently because she has that rock throw and it just does a ton of damage. You focus on that 3rd artifact, it helps the most in terms of attack and in terms of health. Araji's probably next, and then Hyperion. So those are the order. That's the order I would go in. I don't know where you're at. If you spent 50 mil already, you probably have a couple of titans close to anywhere from level 70 in terms of artifacts to completely done, depending on how you spread those around. So that could be really good, or it could be questionable. And I don't know if you had more specific questions about mobile as well. The team I'm trying to build, though, currently on mobile, is Anvari, the Twins, Dorian, and Jorgen. Jorgen currently is unstoppable on mobile. Although they are bringing Isaac to the game very, very soon, So that could be a game changer because Isaac on Facebook and web, Orion is no longer as strong as he used to be. He's getting stopped. So yeah. It's also not good for me because I use Twins as my main team, but we're figuring it out. We'll get there. Okay, so we got Guild. Let's see what we can do up here. So we got Dungeon. I don't think I've even claimed the most basic of the most basic. So yeah, no problem here, Wars. Daily Mobile, like your name. But yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I can try to answer them. Or if I've definitely tried to spread it around on mobile so that I am in the know and I play every day. I play a lot of hours on mobile because I mean, it's easier to play mobile than it is on Facebook, but I do play Facebook as much as possible as well. So there's that. Okay, so we got some large skin stone chests we want. We'll be collecting those. I just really find them useful, and I'm trying to get closer to upgrading my Sebastian on here because his Dark Death skin is different from the one that they have on mobile. Mobile, they have a magic defense for Sebastian, whereas on Facebook and web, we have an armor. So that is straight up, physical defensive stats for the most part. So we're going to upgrade that. Let's go to Daily Quest, collect. Opening chests and adventures. Now that's probably another part of the game that mobile doesn't want implemented. It would be adventures. That would be a nightmare. I hear you. Makes sense. Let's see. Okay, so we are working currently on upgrading Mara a little bit. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and go to the last item. If you want the best bang for buck, though, you probably want to start with the lower charge items. I just know that if I don't go with the higher ones, it will feel slower for me if I do the smaller ones first. So I like to do the big items first. But in terms of patronage power, you'll get more power if you do the lower items first because the amount of points you get is greater slightly. I think it's pretty negligible, but some people think it's a big deal. So it depends on what you're doing. We're just going to raid this a couple more times. We're going to do it twice. And we'll go from there. Hydras are enough. I hear you. I was telling everyone that the Hydra is a huge mistake and that we shouldn't be implementing that. And people were like, oh, it's hero artifacts or Titan artifact. That sounds cool. 2 months later, people want to have a Hero Wars Rebellion kind of a thing on mobile. And by that point, it's too late. Here are my pets. Papa C, I know you like to see these. So Albus, we are halfway there. I probably use Albus the most in campaign, and I use him in pet adventures a lot. Oliver, I don't use as much anymore because I think Oliver is very defensive in nature, and currently I'm focusing more on my Mara. Mara, though, this is the thing. So with this control effect, right, I'm going to try to patronage. Has patronage effect boosted to faceless, but when she's on the field, she just increases the duration of stun, blinding, silence. And with someone like Isaac, that is lethal. So Isaac has a skill. It is this one. Silences enemies for 4 seconds. Okay, so that means can't do any ultimate skills. So your first skill is unable to activate. Now, if we go back to the pets here, when we look at Mara, her thing here is that it increases the control effect duration by 106%. Okay, and let's see. So here's the other thing too, is these active, and that's assuming you have patronage. So if you wanted to do that, you would put patronage on your Isaac specifically, and that would, cause that effect to last way longer. And then we also have Mind Control, which is an active skill when she's available. She can basically force an enemy on the opposing team to fight against its own team. Really cool. Then the other thing is Dark Guard, where basically any damage or any hero that's affected by like a stun, a silence, charm, blind, anything like that, they take 3 times the damage. So that is a big deal. And so that is why I really like Mara lately. Been using her a lot more. Really find her to be a very useful pet. I think she's underrated. Each pet is really good in their own accord. I think Oliver is maybe the most overrated now with Axel being introduced, but it depends on where you're at. It depends on where you're at. Albus +2, yeah. So I bought all of the. Well, I bought all of them, but I basically quested all of these and I got all the items that I needed. So yeah, basically I would just need to level up these items, but we're pretty far off still, because a lot of these take a lot of charge. So this one I think has 50. Let's see. So 50 is max for this. But you can see, right, there's still a whole nother Violet +3. I'm only at Violet +2. We're still really far off from getting to absolute. You know, been 10 though. Bad RNG, bad RNG, bad RNG. It was a bad RNG. We weren't fast enough, really. But anyway, pretty cool stuff there. And plus, when I got Mara absolute, I pulled her absolute. That made me take a closer look at her skills, and she's very effective. Does my Albus do a hit and kill? It depends on the opponent sometimes. It usually takes down half because usually the target that Albus hits is someone who's important to the other team. So then they patronage Axel, and then Axel basically prevents a one-hit KO. So sometimes, not always, depends. By the way, 10k Chaos Particles will get you almost a Violet pet, about 200 particles short. Okay, I hear that. I hear that. But yeah, I think getting to purple is a key for any Hero Wars player on Facebook or web. You want your pets getting to purple so you get that extra patronage. It makes a world of difference. A world of difference. Let's see, Titan Valley. I don't think there's. Oh, okay. We will be trying to get some stuff there. What else can I do in terms of this event to get a couple more of these chests? Let's see. Open chest and Outland. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We have 3 free ones we'll open right now. Your Axel has 140k power. That's pretty good. Axel's actually a very solid here pet. I think Axel's a little bit better than Oliver. It just depends on your team and the situation that you're in. So I know Daniel was really, really loving Oliver, but I think Oliver's a little overrated. That's my hot take. Just being honest. Okay, we have 50. This is what I wanted to do anyway. Let's go ahead and open these 50. Ooh, that's a good start. 1,000 essence. Love those. Essence are important. Another 1,000. Got some of these artifacts, which are nice. 10s. 1,000. Love that. That's what I need. More of those essence that basically power up your artifacts. Let's go ahead and open these 40. I'm just getting impatient. Let's open these 28 as well. We got another 28 from the 28. Another 28. I love Mara's Violet skill. Mara is super good. I think Mara's underrated. I really, really like Mara. Can't say that enough. I think the patronage is so important for all the pets. It makes the matchup really uneven if your opponent doesn't have pets that are capable of countering what you got. And I was told I should make some videos on the pets specifically, so I will eventually get into that. But yeah, I think Mara right now currently is my favorite pet to use. Just because of that silence skill. It makes a world of difference when I'm a Kark user and I'm facing a Twins team. It takes away that twin advantage. Yeah, that's a good one, Mr. Big. And Kane is really good with Aurora, who is a dodge hero, as you are building a dodge team pretty much, it sounds like, with Nebula, Sebastian, and Jet. And then if you add in Aurora and even Dante, Aurora, and Yasmin, you got a really good dodge setup. So Aurora is the perfect choice to be using with you, and that will allow you to basically get rid of Rufus as well when your Kane is strong enough. Oliver is a hero equivalent of Astaroth, good for physical attack protection, but not for magic. Ding, ding, ding. Wally is 100% correct on that, and I think the problem with using Oliver is that not everyone uses Kark or physical attack. So really depends on the matchup. So I agree. Hey, Richard W. Nice to have you here. I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Super stoked that we've been promoted as a channel, as a group, and so really good. Doing really well. It's a little warm, but we're doing well. And also, my fan's running, so my hair's going all over the place. But we're hanging in there. We're hanging in there. And yeah, Jew. Sometimes people do use Jew, although I think it's a little bit rarer later in game because Jew can't seem to necessarily take out teams who have Martha on them. So I see Jew used less and less late in game, but Jew is essential, in my opinion, for beating Seymour, who is the last campaign boss, right? You cannot get, I've seen people do it. I think you're making it way harder on yourself when you're facing Seymour and you're not using Jew. Jew's a beast. Against Kark Pet, almost irrelevant. Well, that's true. That's true. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to open up about 10 of these. We're going to get some more gold. I don't really need gold. Let's go for some sparks. Let's go ahead and trade these in for sparks. I like to have about 5 of these boxes. Just having too many more just doesn't make any sense. But I like having about 5. Why 5? I don't know. I just like 5. I don't know. I like number 7. 7's a lucky number, but I think 5 of these is just more than enough. That's 25 soul stones that I'm sitting on, and can't give them away, so got to do them this way. Hey, Brian W. Nice to have you here. Appreciate the legend call. Means a lot. Justin, you save resources for B event on 51 account? Yes. So I'm saving them currently. For example, right, I'm saving the energy that I'm getting from this event, right? So I'm going to save that energy for when that B, aka Summer Festival, starts. Yep. So like I would claim this, and I'm going to just save it. I'm just going to save it, hold on to it, and be ready for that 17 potentially. Will hitting 18k energy be a waste? I personally would not do it. I would wait if you can wait until summer, aka that B event. Wait for the B event. That's my opinion. If you want to get that next reward, go for it. But in my opinion, I think it makes more sense to go and save for that B event. I'm gonna just use some here because it's the cheaper one. But the B event is really important. I think you're gonna get the best rewards until the next Halloween, until basically Halloween. That's what I'm thinking. So I would hold on to it. Just wait. Daily quests, we got those. We're going to use level up a Titan artifact. Let's upgrade Mullock a little bit here. Level 104 finally. We could do 105, but we're not going to. Let's see. You can also probably trade some inventory in. So let's go to consumable fragments, actually. Go to the bottom. Anything that is earth can be sold on this account. So those are the first artifact of Angus, first artifact of Silva, the first artifact of Avalon. Let's see who else we got here. The first artifact of Eden, of course. Traded those all in. And then we have all of these seals that all of my Titans are maxed on seals, except for Mary, who I purposely kept lower. So we're doing that right now. We're just getting rid of these so I can get more of the items, which I think they're Titan fragments, I don't want to say. Titan fragment coins. So let's go ahead and trade in this Araji. I know those are tradable. Merchant might be able to figure out if I have any more. Let's see. Titan Valley, go to the merchant. Yeah, we have a couple more. We'll trade those. Who are we working on? We are working on, so Moloch is done. Sigurd is done. Nova. Vulcan, Ignis, Mary. Let's go with Nova. Let's just go in order. We could go with this elemental armor, and I think we will. So we'll just go ahead and go 1,000. Nice. 1,000 of those water crowns. So we're 1,000 closer to getting this water crown to level 5 or artifact level 5. So pretty cool stuff there. Making good progress. Let's go ahead and merchant. I think we already traded those in. We did. Okay, we traded our certificates in. We're looking good there. Okay. Special events, elemental synergy. Pick up that. Soul stones. We're going to need soul stones for the B event. So I'm not sure that I really want to go too hard on opening anything crazy. News for legendary YouTuber. So I will know more next week, PC, and I will let you know in Discord. Why keep Mary low? Great question. So Mary for me was, I needed to pick a hero or Titan, and I wanted to keep this last artifact low. And the reason I wanted to keep it low was because let's say I have, I'm working on one hero. Let's say I'm working Moloch, and let's say I don't have any more of these essence, and I need to level up one every single day, right? So that I can get, I think there's a 400, oh no, I claimed it already, a 400 essence reward for leveling up a Titan artifact to 1 level. And so by keeping one hero available, right, where I can just use gold and I know I have enough gold, so I can guarantee a level up, that is the whole reason I'm keeping this low. So I hope that makes sense, but basically in the off chance that, right, so everyone else is level 120, if there's ever an instance where I don't have enough essence to level up even like a water crown, like let's say I don't know, I have 50 and like nothing else, this is still requires 60. If I have 50, I can't level up 1 level any artifact. I still have Mary's last balance seal to fall back on. The reason I picked Mary, honestly, was because I kind of thought that she was the least useful of all the Titans that I needed. And so that's why I decided to ultimately do that. I wonder if they ever plan to make a trade system for the unused Titan potions. I don't know, but I'm hoping that I can convince some people to consider allowing us to trade the Titan potion in for Titan skin stones. These guys are annoying. Can never seem to get enough of them. I would like for us to be able to trade in Titan potions for Titan skin stones. Would be very nice. So that's something that I'm trying to do, trying to convince some people to push it forward, move it forward so that we can get more Titan skin stones, because I never have enough. Never have enough. But yeah, so that's my goal, is to try to push some people in Hero Wars to allow us to do that. See, like I have 239 summoning spheres I don't know what to do with on this account. Can't gift them, can't do anything with them. Like all I can do is open them, and then basically trade them to the merchant and get sparks. That's all I can do. So yeah, I'm hoping, I agree with you, Melissa. I hope that they do ultimately allow us to trade these Titan potions for skin stones. I think that would be really cool. After that, I don't know what they could do, but I think that would be really cool. Mr. Big says tactics, nice. Yeah, I definitely tried to think a little bit ahead about that one. It's also another reason why, if you can see here, all my heroes are not level 130 just yet, because I know about the leveling up 1 XP potion, and every time you level up 1 XP potion, you get one of these Honorable Guardian boxes, and I just wanted to get as many of those Honorable Guardian boxes as possible, so I try to limit how quickly I level up the rest of my heroes, even though I think hypothetically I could get close to leveling up 4 or 5 more heroes to level 130 pretty easily. So I'm just taking my time with that. But yeah, so that's why I go about that. Great question. Great question. Let's see. Airship. I think I have one more I need to... No, we're good. We're just going to claim that. Let's see where we're at in artifacts. So my Astral's done, my Kark's done, Sebastian, Martha, Faceless, Nebula. We're working on Isaac is where? Where's Isaac? Isaac is here, also done. Good. Which really leaves Jorgen, and then going to the Twins and Aurora next. Maybe even Anvari, but let's see. We can upgrade that one to Absolute. We need a lot more Chaos Cores before we can even consider that. We can level this up a little bit, though. We will not go any further there. But because we did that, we can also collect some of these being traded in. Not that I really needed them, but we can. So yeah, we're making progress. We're working on Jorgen currently. Then we're going to go to a new team soon in terms of artifacts. So exciting times. A little crazy, but exciting times for sure. We'll level up that a little bit one time. But yeah. Okay, so good stuff there. Merchant, is there anything we need to do in the merchant? Not really seeing anything that we need. Guess we're going to run the tower, collect some coins, and then go from there. Get a couple more soul stones that way. We can do that real quick. Let's see. Progressing nicely here. And I'm telling you, once you guys hit level 130, it is so nice to be able to use the auto option. So nice. I hope most of you guys are there, but if not, I hope you guys are getting closer. Because I will say, doing the tower run every single day, yeah, it's a grind. I'm gonna close that. Let's keep going through this. $46, we're almost there. We did get the Lamort card. I was like, I kind of want those Lamort cards, and I got them. See, this another thing, they need to make an hero artifact event as well. I think they technically have one, although it's not as good. But yeah, I hear you. Heading out now. I hope you have an amazing week and a great week. All right. Thank you, Melissa, for stopping in. I will probably be ending my live stream relatively soon, but thank you so much for stopping in. I really appreciate it. It was nice to have you here. Mr. Big is so close, level 125. You're so close. Wow, okay, yeah, you're right there. And so this is why I like to just do one level with the EXP, and then I get an Honorable Guardian Gasket and some gold. If I leveled everyone up, I wouldn't be able to get this item every single day. Emerald Exchange, we're going to do that real quick. Let's go ahead and claim that. Complete 3 heroic missions. Eventually we'll get to that. Okay, so we're in a good spot. We will just upgrade a hero skill 3 times, and I think we'll be in a good spot. All right. Did anyone have any other questions so far for today? Because if not, I will probably end my live stream relatively soon. Just wanted to give anyone a chance if they wanted to ask about a team, if they wanted to ask about a specific thing coming up, anything. I'm more than happy to answer it. And yeah, it's kind of what I'm thinking. I will potentially make a preparation video for Summerfest relatively soon. I'm also focusing on working on some pet guides because I know some people have been asking for those. I've seen some good videos. I've seen some not so good videos. So I'm going to try to be as accurate as possible. I'm going to take my time with the videos. I just find that if I post too early and leave something out, it's not always the best thing. And then sometimes I see some videos that are good, but they don't always work. So a lot of good and bad info out there. Hey, Ray, nice to have you at the tail end here of the live stream. Appreciate you stopping in. Wally's level 118, so you're getting close too. You're a little bit behind Mr. Big, but once you hit that level 130, auto clearing that tower is going to be very, very nice. It's so much easier. It's so much easier than before. Okay, so we've got those. Don't really think that we have too much more that we need to do on this particular account today. And again, I will be figuring out a random number generator for us and a way to make it more interactive in terms of entry and figuring out something fun for all of us so that it's an enjoyable time. And yeah, I'm looking forward to giving back to you guys and getting some rewards out. And as soon as I have access to that, I'll let you guys know. And I will be trying to figure out how to best distribute those to everyone who's been so supportive. I'm going to probably end this live stream right here. I just want to thank you guys again. Couldn't be where I am today without you guys. Really appreciate it. I love sharing Hero Wars info, right? And trying to be as candid with you guys and as honest and transparent with you guys as possible. You guys rock. And if you ever have questions, feel free to let me know. If you want a certain video, feel free to leave a comment either on this live or on any video that I make. And I try to respond to everyone. I'm a little bit behind right now. I'm about 2 days behind in comments, but I try to get to all of them as best as I can. And with that being said, thank you guys again so much for hanging out with me on this live stream. I have another one tomorrow morning. And if I can see some of you guys, awesome. If not, then I will see some of you guys next week. Thank you again, guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys all in Dominion.